So Simple tutorial. Good morning students. Welcome to SST So Simple tutorial. In the previous class we had read shock therapy and the consequences of shock therapy. Today we will discuss tensions and conflicts. Dear students, the area covered by the erstwhile USSR was huge in terms of not only its space but also in terms of diversity. There were ethnic and religious differences. This gave rise to conflicts from time to time as different separatist groups tried to assert their dominance in the region. So most of the former Soviet republics witnessed conflicts, civil wars and insurgencies. Insurgency means an uprising or rebellion by some group against the government. Let us divide the topic in three parts: 1. Within Russia, 2. in Central Asia, and 3. Eastern Europe. So first, Russia. In Russia, two republics, Chechnya and Dagestan, had violent secessionist movements. Secessionist movement means a movement in which people want their region or group to become separate from the country or a larger group to which they belong. Look at them together in the map. Chechnya is a republic situated in southwest of Russia. It borders Dagestan Republic on the east and southeast. In the south, it has borders with Georgia also. Dagestan, which is towards the east of Chechnya, is situated along the Caspian Sea. This republic is the southernmost tip of Russia. It shares land borders with the countries of Azerbaijan and Georgia to the south and southwest. After the collapse of Soviet Union, Chechnya declared herself independent. Actually, separatist warlords were already leading armed operations in this region for a long time. This was not something new. Stalin and Khrushchev also had to struggle hard to suppress them. In 1994, Russia sent troops to quash the independence movement, but the Russian forces had to suffer severe reverses due to guerrilla activities of the Chechen rebels. Thereafter, Russia had to resort to heavy bombing of guerrilla-controlled areas that had raised the issue of human rights violation. At present, Putin has somehow been able to manage peace in this region. Let us see the Central Asia now. First, Tajikistan. After the collapse of Soviet Union, Tajikistan declared its independence in September 1991. Thereafter, a civil war broke out between various factions in May 1992. This went on for 10 years till 2001. Next, Azerbaijan. In Azerbaijan's province of Nagorno-Karabakh, some local Armenians want to secede and join Armenia. Nagorno-Karabakh is a region in the southwestern Azerbaijan. Look at the map. The region was acquired by Russia in 1813 and in 1923 the Soviet government established it as an American majority autonomous region of the Azerbaijan SSR. So Nagorno-Karabakh is a part of Azerbaijan, but its population is majority Armenians, and this arrangement made Nagorno-Karabakh a minority enclave within Azerbaijan. After decades of Soviet rule, in 1988, the Armenians of the Nagorno-Karabakh region began agitating for the transfer of this region under Armenia. But this was strongly opposed by the Soviet government as well as Azerbaijan SSR. When Soviet Union collapsed in 1991 and Armenians and Azerbaijan declared their independence, Armenians and Azerbaijanis went into war. The separatist ethnic Armenians here get support from Armenian government. Next, Georgia. In Georgia, there was demand for independence from two provinces of South Ossetia and Abkhazia, and that resulted in a civil war from 1991 to 1993. Besides, a coup was also attempted against the first democratically elected president of Georgia. There were movements against the existing regimes in Ukraine, Kyrgyzstan also. My dear students, The Central Asian republics are areas with vast hydrocarbon resources also, which have brought them economic benefit. Hydrocarbon resources means coal, petroleum and natural gas. As you know, these are the main energy sources of the world. That is why this region has attracted oil companies and major world powers. See the location of this region. It is close to West Asia and next to Russia, China, Afghanistan and Pakistan. After 9/11, the US wanted military bases in this region and paid the government of all Central Asian states to hire bases and to allow airplanes to fly over their territory during the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. However, Russia perceives these states as its near abroad and believes that they should be under Russian influence. China has also shown interests here because of the oil resources and has begun to settle around the borders and conduct trade. Let us now see what happened in Eastern Europe. In Eastern Europe, we find two cases of split of Czechoslovakia and split of Yugoslavia. My dear students, Czechoslovakia was officially created as an independent state after the collapse of Austria-Hungary at the end of First World War on 28th of October 1918. Thereafter, it became a satellite state of Soviet Union in 1948. On 1st January 1993, it split into two separate successor states, the Czech Republic and the Slovak Republic. The good thing in this split was that it was peaceful, it had no violence. But the most severe conflict took place in the Balkan republics of Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia was also created at the end of First World War when Croats, Slovenian and Bosnian territories that had been the part of Austro-Hungary Empire united with the Serbian kingdom. Though it was a communist state, but it broke away from the Soviet sphere of influence in 1948. If you can recall, Yugoslavia was the founding member of the non-aligned movement in 1961. Josip Broz Tito was the leader. Though there were cultural and religious divisions between the ethnic groups there, but there were some external factors also that finally led to its breakup. After 1991, it broke apart with several provinces like Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia and Herzegovina declaring independence. Ethnic Serbs opposed this and a massacre of non-Serb Bosnians followed. The NATO intervention and the bombing of Yugoslavia followed the inter-ethnic civil war. Let me stop here, students. Now you go through your textbook properly to have a better understanding of the topic. In the next class, we will discuss India and the post-communist countries. Till then, keep reading and have a nice time. Thank you.